So you want to know the #1 ingredient to ensuring your success as a team leader, and in fact, in any team you're ever in. We're going to talk about the one thing that's going to make that massive difference to whether or not you have that golden ticket or not. So you want to know the secret ingredient to making sure that any team you ever operate in is going to be a massive success. Whether you want to achieve results on the field or in the workplace, there is really one basic thing that is going to make that massive difference. And it really is such a simple thing that everybody forgets because they don't understand the basics. I needed my trusty pen, so I had to go get it. Now, when was the last time you were on a great team, had a great team experience? For a lot of you, that's going to be way back in primary school or high school when you were playing on a team as far as sports goes, or maybe it was being part of a theatrical production, and sometimes you won't have anything in the workplace that you can think of that was working with a great team. Maybe you've never worked with a great team as an adult, and the reason for that is that it's missing that key ingredient. And the key ingredient is belonging. Belonging means that you feel safe and connected and you're one of the community. And this word is the key, the absolute key to making sure your team succeeds. And how you define success is going to change. But essentially what I mean by succeed is that you're resilient and adaptable enough to get back up, try again, and have a community that supports you in that continued mission to get to that goal, whatever that goal might be. Now, belonging comes with 3 separate elements that are going to contribute to whether or not someone believes that they fit that team. Now, we might think of anyone who's in a team that works to come with a uniform. Hate to break it to you guys, people might look incredibly sexy in a uniform, but that isn't one of your secret ingredients, okay? So it comes with a big fat triangle, and I can't draw very well, so you're gonna have to forgive my drawing skills here, okay? And this triangle, this triad, is the balance between these 3 key elements that add up to belonging, okay? So the first thing is you need a shared vision or mission. That shared idea of a future. If everyone is in it and they believe in that future, they're going to be participating with all their soul, all their heart, because they want that future. They don't want it just for them, they want it for the world that they're in. They want it for other people to see as them contributing to making it happen. And so their egos get wrapped up in making that vision a reality. And people come to join you because they agree with your mission. If your mission is to make sure that everyone has clean air to breathe every day, people can get on board with that. If your mission is to bring the first aircraft that can carry people off to Mars and back as a consumer, that's a mission that a whole lot of people who have grown up with NASA, in their bloodstream, all this talk about intergalactic exploration, that vision, that's exciting to them. They can be determined to help you accomplish that. Okay, so that shared vision is really important, and it's important that it is shared. It's not just one that you have, it has to be shared. So, one of the next things that you're going to need in order to make this team successful in creating that sense of belonging is that individuals need to be seen as individuals, and each person's contributions need to be seen and valued by the community. So not everyone is strong in the same things, not everyone is weak in the same things. Some people come with amazing quirks, and Rebecca comes with an amazing voice and I come with a voice like a banshee. It doesn't mean that we're not going to recognize the fact that she has an amazing voice and it makes work fun when she randomly bursts out with musicals. That level of individuality adds to our community here, and it adds to that sense of belonging because we talk about that contributing to our sense of fun and that our sense of we want to make sure that we're bringing our whole self into the space. So occasionally the banshee joins in with the beautiful voice. It's part of that sense of it's a community and we both belong here. So your team also needs to be able to know what each individual is contributing and recognize them. Maybe you need to do shout outs for the small things. You know, it's not necessarily the guy that scored the goal that's really the best guy on the team to shout out to, because maybe everyone else has already shouted out to him. Maybe it's the 5 guys that set him up for that goal, or the water boy for making sure that refreshments were there, because without having the refreshments, the team couldn't succeed. It's about knowing and recognizing each and every person's individuality and welcoming them wholeheartedly into the space. Last but not least in this lovely little triad is you need to have an energy exchange. Okay. Now, if you've ever watched a video or been to a seminar when they're talking about leadership or trust, they're going to talk about rapport. And what rapport is the sense that you can trust me. And that is essentially what an energy exchange is. An energy exchange means you're bringing your game to the space. You're bringing your energy, you're investing your time and your thoughts and your energy in making sure the entire team succeeds. Because people are going to be reading that energy. They're going to be thinking about, you know, have you contributed to them? Have you emotionally helped them, you know, believe that they can do it? So one of the basic ideas of a group of people that can help each other thrive is the amount of positive to negative emotions they're going to experience in the space. People can belong and not thrive, but we want to make this thrive. So this energy exchange has to be positive. It's got to be filled with these experiences and comments, because people need to know who they're dealing with and what they need to level up to be. So you need to be putting in that energy. So that's investment in them so they can invest in you. Because people are very much based on this sense of reciprocity. You know, if you receive something, you almost always want to give a present back. You know, maybe you get a Christmas present and you feel really bad you didn't buy that other person a Christmas present. That's a perfect example of when an energy exchange hasn't gone through properly, because you're sitting there going, but I haven't contributed back. And it's our base instinct to contribute back when people put in energy or time or resources into a space. So if you're a leader, you need to be making sure that you focus on putting things into the space and nurturing each person, because they're going to feel that. And all of that creates the magical ingredient of belonging. Now, if you wanted to know what you can achieve with all of this, it's really simple. This is the base ingredient for becoming a team with a high performance culture. That means exceptional results and exceptional resilience to keep going towards creating this shared vision or mission, regardless of whatever adversities the world throws at you. And many, many team leaders don't understand this. I've seen shop floors, you know, sometimes you walk into Selfridges and you're watching the team on the floor and you know that every single manager has forgotten to recognize the individuality of their team. You know, whether or not energy exchange, you can feel this when you walk into a classroom. If you walk into a classroom, whether it's designed for adults or for children, if the teacher is not bringing the energy to the room and interacting with every child, that energy feels dead. And if you don't have a shared vision, no one's working towards something. You know, our shared vision in Culture Codex is to make sure as many teams and businesses who are out there can survive and succeed and thrive because they have a high performance culture, and therefore they can achieve amazing results. So that's our vision. We want to make sure that you succeed. So before you go away, think about all these things and how they're going to relate to you. Do you know what your shared vision is? Can you sit down with your team and really hash out what the shared vision is? If you can imagine all those details, this is essentially a visionary exercise. Can you hash out what the world is going to look like, feel like, smell like in the future? Can you look at everyone in the room and see what they're contributing and how it's being constructive to helping you in achieving that shared vision, or creating an environment that's lovely or positive? And are you bringing enough to the energy exchange? Go away, have a think. I hope this has helped you break down that secret ingredient to the high-performing teams that you're sitting there and watching and admiring and not knowing what that secret ingredient is. I hope to see you next week when we do another video. See you then.